We are live. Dude, he falls asleep. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show here at Chop Studios. It is Sturch. It is Gooch. It is Rassara behind the glass. A5 is also here in the building. We hope everybody's doing well out there. We are coming to you live from the Richard Lucas Chevrolet and Subaru studio right here in beautiful, sunny, 60-degree Matawan, New Jersey. Everybody feel this spring in the air? We're feeling that baseball. We're feeling the. You going to join a softball team this year? No? All right. Seems like you're into it.
Sure. You know what, guys? Call me up anytime you need a ringer.
I heard Joe talking about it the other day. He's like, I found my niche. I found my spot. I'm a third baseman. I was like, you know how fucking hard third base is?
I play catcher and softball.
Dude, me too. I'm like, I don't want to.
Joe can play third base.
Yeah. Throwback.
Really, it comes down to do you want to play third? If you are willing,
you are getting heat-seeking missiles at third base.
Those are
you got to be on your toes.
But here's the thing: the truth is, most people that are playing third don't want to be there, and then the lack of the want makes it a lot worse when those balls are going to hit you. If you're not worried about it, it's a lot easier. Fear,
if you're playing loose,
if there's no fear, you're good.
Yeah, you're right.
Joe, just take one off the fucking face, dude. No big deal.
First pitch of the game.
On a Wednesday. Some of that whole
on a Wednesday.
bullshit.
I guess you're not going to be there for Thursday's marathon.
Marathon?
I'm just fucking speaking in jest here, right?
Hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope everybody's feeling good on a feel-good football Super Bowl Friday. We got a lot to go into. Good morning to Mark from Canada. Good morning to Nick.
Hey.
What's up, Nicky?
Hey.
Hope everybody's doing well out there. Everybody watching the show right now, welcome. We got a lot to get into. We are going to be doing this live, by the way. This is our Chop Sports Super Bowl box pool bonanza. It is we got to fill the numbers. We have officially filled all the boxes. We are good to go. We are sold out like the Madison Square Garden of Super Bowl boxes, $50 boxes. There's a lot of money at stake. Wow, here we go. So Kyle coming in hot. What is the criteria for Walter Payton's Man of the Year award these days? Complete gut. Oh, here we go. You know what? I'll get into all that because
did you order the jersey yet?
I don't think they sell the jersey with the patch on it. I think that's an exclusive thing. But if I have to find somebody to make the patch,
Joe's got the patches.
Then you can definitely get the patch. Yeah.
You can find the patch somewhere.
Joe could definitely get the patch.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm definitely going to get a new. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't have a Dak jersey. I don't have a Zeke jersey. The last jersey that I have was gifted to me, and it's a Deion Sanders throwback jersey. And the last one that I was gifted for Christmas was like a Des Bryant color rush. So it's been a while since I bought myself a real jersey. I used to be in the jersey business. I used to sell jerseys out of the backseat of my car.
$50, guys.
$50, bro. It was the best from China. So I was able to
I'll give you a division for 14.
What?
I'll give you a division for $14. If you might not get anything, we'll send you a vintage.
Oh,
pack.
Break Buds, got it.
We'll send you a vintage pack.
Break Buds seems to be on the rise with whatnot, and you guys are here till the wee hours of the night. I can't even imagine. Usually, there's a cop across the street. Does he sit out there while you guys are leaving?
I like the fact that there's a cop there, considering
the high profile stuff that you guys are.
I dropped the stuff off at it was 3, and there was.
Yeah, there's. I like it. I like that. Yeah, it's good. Unless
times have changed. If this was 5 years ago, I'd be like, "What the fuck is there a cop sitting outside my studio?"
Now it's like, "Oh, I feel really safe."
Is there something wrong, sir?
Yeah, right.
Now I'm like, look at him earning his
way to earn that
dollars.
overtime.
Salary.
So congratulations to all the Matawan police that keep this place safe. Yesterday, this place was buzzing. We had a lot of things going on over here at Chop Studios. Very happy about that.
We can't all play catcher, Kyle. Fuck out of here.
Game manager, I'm willing to waive my signing bonus. Well, I don't know, man. Waiving his signing bonus, Rob.
It's
so that we're going to be in negotiation.
It's so funny when busy people think they're going to have time to play softball.
Dude, I say that all the time.
Sunday morning at 8 o'clock.
Right? Sunday morning deal. If you want to make the games, if the games were at 5 a.m., I'd be like, I'll play. Nobody else would. But at 5 p.m.,
I played on a Sunday.
On a weekday,
I played on a spring Sunday league once. My team was awful, but that was the worst because I was also younger, so I could go out on Saturday night. I was a young spry, going out there drinking every night. Kind of like Anthony. I don't even know if this guy drinks anymore. I know your cousin is very active over on the whatnot. Dude, he had a haul the other day.
There's 6 items sitting in there.
I was sick and tired of the text messages from him.
I seen Pokemon
saying,
Pals.
I won this. I won that. I'm like,
Pals.
dude.
Yeah. I usually catch on weekdays so I can play.
I think a Pokemon ball blew
Usually
up in
catch
the fucking
on
front
weekdays.
room, by the way.
I want to feel like that's a joke of
Yeah,
some
he's
variation.
talking about getting banged in his butt.
All right. So anyway,
We're going to a lot of Broadway plays lately anyway.
Yeah.
And,
I caught some heat for
I'm
my
trying to-
for my comment.
for what, the 7, the 6, whatever one he went to
Which
see?
one of the comments?
The comment he posted that he was on Broadway again with his wife, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, and I was like, you know, I said what I said. He's like, hey man, I got to delete that.
I think
He's like, Casey's really upset, and I remember going to
Dave,
like the parts I
gotta
do
say-
remember. The parts I do remember of Scoop's
I
party.
remember when Scoop was going in on DeMar Hamlin's the night of, you were deleting his post. You were mad about it. So
I think it was in bad taste.
this is
No. He deleted the comments because of Casey, not him. He would
No,
leave
I know.
He would leave anything. I could say like there's a felony happening right now in your house, and he would leave it. Like there's just no.
It's already on the internet. Can't
But
go away.
he was like,
Right,
he
it's
was
Ca-
like,
listen,
hey,
Casey
why
is-
you deleted my post? Why you
Casey
deleted my
is in the
comments?
business
Hey.
where you know there might be more of, you know, whatever. So they might get offended. So I was like, all right, delete it. Fine, it's fine. It's okay. What's up, Danny?
You know what you should do
Danny
in those
boy.
situations? Be
What?
like, Steph, what do you think of this? And
Oh,
let-
she hates everything I say.
yeah. So
She looks at me cross-eyed
Oh yes.
every
oh,
time I
yes,
say
yes,
stuff.
yes.
She goes, you know, you can't say
That's
that,
what
right?
saying.
I'm like, I'm in the comfort
Ask
of
your
my own
wife.
home.
Ask your wife what she thinks. And
I
then-
can't do
and
that
then
because she doesn't like anything I say. Anything I say is wrong.
you lose that. one.
Welcome to marriage.
Hey, we had a crazy NBA.
Get married, he said. Yes. So let's start off with the NBA because there is a league out there called the National Basketball Association, and they are officially drunk because of everything that went down on the trade deadline. Are you with us, Chris?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the people that the boxes are going to be picked live today on the show. Hopefully, we'll
Make
get
sure
some
they're here.
uptick in the viewers.
I mean, yeah, sure. Okay. That's good.
I'm
Okay, you
with
do
us.
that.
I'm
All right,
with
good.
us.
I'm glad. Hey, you with us?
I'm with us.
All right. I'm with us.
I'm with you guys. Guess not.
I'm with us. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so NBA the other day, it actually started off with the Kyrie stuff. We haven't been on live in a little bit. So there's been a lot of action. Kyrie gets dealt. Everybody's like, I can't believe it. But then again, they're like, I totally could believe it, right? That happened. It's done. Kyrie Irving leaves the Nets. I start my little chuckle. I'm like, oh, look at that. Harden's gone. Kyrie's gone. It's KD's show now. And then we wake up one morning this week and Kevin Durant is dealt to the Suns. And I'm like, what is happening here? And we do have resident Brooklyn Nets fans within Chop Sports. And I'm trying to figure out how you can justify. And Kyle, obviously, you can chime in here. You're a big NBA guy. A lot of guys, Scoops, you're an NBA guy. Ken's an NBA guy. What's up, man?
What's up?
There's no way you can justify this as a win for the Nets. I had Ray, who is our resident Nets head, who is telling everybody for 3
I
years
think he's
now
on the
to
Net-
have a seat.
Ray's on the Nets spectrum though, so you got to give him like a little bit of a break
Dude,
here.
There is not a soul out there that thinks that the Nets are better off without the stars. You say it all the time. I've agreed and confined and kind of tapped out to the result. Like you could build from within. You don't need stars.
Not in the NBA.
This NBA is a star-driven league.
You happen
the
to get
Nets
lucky
got rid
and
of all of them.
draft a star. You're lucky,
And
it
can we
works out, and you
also-
can re-sign him like a Giannis situation. But even Giannis only got one.
Can we also talk about the fact that like how many? All right, somebody riddle me this because maybe you guys know this off the top of your head. How many rounds are in the NBA draft? How many rounds?
Two. So
Wait, there's only 2 rounds?
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. 2. There's only 2.
look, real quick.
What?
Real quick. I think when
I'm
you're
gonna
looking
throw
at
up.
this, like, are the Nets a better team? Clearly not. But considering when this whole thing imploded last year with James Harden wanted out, and then the whole thing last year with the pandemic situation with Kyrie, that's when it didn't work. At this point, the Nets are lucky to be getting the haul that they got and to be out from these contracts. And for that reason, it's a win from an organizational standpoint, considering like they weren't going to get a title. They were probably going to get bounced in the first round this year, if not the second, right? Or the second, if not the first, however you want to look at where they're going to be favored. But the Nets weren't really playing well. It wasn't going to develop into a world title team. So
right.
given that, it's like, okay, why pay all this money out to a bunch of guys only to get ridicule and be in the media and be trashed?
Well, now it all makes sense that like the Nets and all these teams that are doing these deals are giving out like 5 second-round picks. And I'm like, how many fucking picks do these guys got? So if there's only 2 rounds, then I guess that makes sense that you're stockpiling picks because I'm thinking like, where's the thirds, the fourths, the fifth? You know, like where
I mean,
all this?
like you would think that eventually the Nets are going to start to realize like they did this with the
The Celtics.
The Celtics
Yeah.
situation, and they ended up giving the Celtics a good team for the next.
With the
10
Garnett
years.
thing,
Yeah,
was
the Garnett thing.
okay.
Look at the guys that they got in that.
Pierce.
trade.
Yeah, look at like you said,
The-
look at the
the-
guys
the
they
draft
built
picks,
in the next like 7
You know, you
years.
got to be careful about. You're like, oh, we're trading draft picks to a team that's going to be good, or not really. You know,
Yeah.
like look how those draft picks turned out. The Nets sucked anyway, and then the Celtics ended up getting high picks. So the Nets, they could end up getting really high picks later on down the line, and it could be a franchise-changing thing. You're gonna have to wait a half a decade to find out.
But it's a crapshoot. And the same thing is
100%.
like I get the second round picks, but they're talking about like 2029. Like we're talking about 6 years down the line.
And I know that
How does that make any sense?
KD is going to get trashed for this, but I mean, it doesn't. But really, what it comes down to is it makes sense because these things are trade pieces. They might never have any interest in keeping those picks, but now you could package them later. You could get rid of salary. There's the NBA works very differently than the NFL and MLB. So just to look at it in the scope of the way you would look at those organizations, it's different. It's so much different.
But here's the thing: you're saying that these picks could be used as trade pieces, right?
Uh-huh.
But then they're all flipped anyway.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. None of them have any value. If
I don't
you're
think-
able to flip these picks so quickly, how much value do
There's
these
only-
things
look,
have?
There's the value in a lot of these picks is just that, the ability to flip it. And you can't have 10 draft picks in a season because there's only 13 roster spots.
Correct.
You know, so just to get it into the brass tacks of how the NBA works, how about this? I'm not even going to bother getting into the depths of how the NBA works. Just to understand, the Nets were in a bad spot getting the picks. To explain the picks, they don't need them all, but that's why they're spread out over 5 years. You know, it's not like they're getting 10 second round picks next season. They have one next season extra.
I'm aware.
And then they can flip that. And then it's really a throwaway. They could
That's what
just
I'm
draft
saying,
a player and then not sign him.
So like when you see these hauls that guys like, oh, they got 14 picks, and I'm just like, that's cool. They're gonna trade 10 of them again. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it blows my mind. But in reality, what's up?
Do you think the NBA looks? A lot of these teams, the NBA look at it as like if we can win right now, we can win right now. We're not worried about the rest of anything else. That's what I feel like when you look at the NBA right now.
Well,
It's like,
the
literally, look how they
Suns
do it.
clearly thought that. The Suns thought that by adding Durant, because now you got Durant, you got Chris Paul, you got Booker. You know what I mean? So
The Suns were contending for a title the last 2 years.
Look
without
at the
KD,
West
so it
right
makes
now.
And
sense.
you get rid of Crowder, Bridges, the guys that were the key pieces.
Look,
and the Nets traded Crowder.
You add KD and you want to say, okay, this
They
makes
flipped him
the
in
Suns-
24 hours. The guy was on a
does
flight
this-
to
does
Brooklyn.
this
They're like,
make-
no.
Does this make the
Turn the plane
Suns?
around.
That's even more of a point of what the Nets are trying to do right now. They have no interest in winning this year. They shouldn't.
No, they should, but they're still like 12 games over 500. But like,
No, it's
the
But
West-
you're telling me
it's
they're
over.
gonna like
It's
right
over.
now.
the West
over.
is ridiculous right now.
The
It's
West
over.
is stacked beyond
It's like when
any
we were in high school,
recognition.
That's how the West was. Like you just knew the winner was coming out of the West.
Right. But I'm saying right now, look, the Nets right now are
Coming your way, Ash. You already know.
33 and 22, right? So they're sitting right now at the 5 seed. So they're up about, let's just say for argument's sake, the 8 seed, they're up 5.5 games off the 8 seed.
Don't be surprised. if
You're
the
telling
Nets-
me that the Nets are going to make the playoffs with the roster they have right now?
I mean, looking at the teams behind them in the East,
In the East,
possibly,
probably.
yes.
the
Because they could
Knicks, the
still-
Hawks, the Bulls, they can't make a run.
Well, you're talking about all teams that are also very flawed and are an injury away and no depth
Oh, man.
and things like that. So yes, I am saying that. The Knicks, what are the Knicks? What are the Knicks?
They got a little better.
The Knicks
with
could.
Josh
They've
Hart
gotten a
and-
little bit
yeah.
better, but we don't know that.
Of course, we don't.
We
But
don't
look,
know that.
Rube's coming in, another
Bro,
big
they
NBA
might,
guy.
They might not even fucking play Hart because the
That's a
way
good
fit,
point,
like
too.
who knows?
He was a bench player,
like,
correct?
There's guys that don't even. There's
Him and
guys
Brunson
that
went to Villanova
you
together.
know, like
That's it, the league.
Fournier was like their best offensive option last year. He doesn't even play now, right? So I have no idea how Tibbs is going to run. his
But like,
rotation.
all right, so Rube comes in. He literally says this is not bold take. The Nets have no
Yeah.
chance to win for the next 5 years.
No, but he also says a couple comments later that the Nets will probably make the plan or will for sure. So
Yeah, that again, that goes to my point that everybody makes the playoffs in the NBA almost. Honestly, there's 30 teams, 20 of them are eligible to get in.
well,
That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But how much does a laughing stock does this make Brooklyn look now as a organization?
Look,
Bringing all
this
these
is
three
a
guys.
failed experiment. They
But is it
tried to
failed
build it.
on the Brooklyn Nets organization, or is it a play?
Bro, you know who
I think
the
it's-
best guy
Bro.
out of all of this is right now? The best guy out of this entire last couple of years. Guess who it is? It's Steve fucking Nash. Because this dude got out of there before any of this
I mean, he
bullshit.
didn't wanna
His
leave.
legacy ain't
you're
tarnished
acting like he
anymore.
wanted to leave.
Look at what he had to deal with, and then He's sitting back right now like, I told you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
told
he'd
you
rather
these
be
guys were all
coaching in the
clowns.
NBA,
Yeah,
so.
I get
Like
what
these
you're
guys
saying,
went
too,
out there
bro.
and said,
get
we
what
don't
you're
need a
saying.
coach. We don't need a coach. What are we doing here?
I
It's
I think these players have too much say.
And
Way
just
too
to
much say.
just to answer your question, Rob, about are they a laughing stock? I think we could all stop laughing now. Finally, I think they were a laughing stock for the last 2 or 3 years.
The
with
whole
everything
thing
that
was
was going on, and now
dumb.
it's finally over. They could put it behind, and they're like the news of the weekend could be like, can we just talk about they traded Jay Crowder that fast? Like that's what they should be talking about, just to prove like, look, the Nets, that's over, that's history. We're on to the new shit. Who's the guy? Tim Claxton? How many fucking Claxtons are point guards in the NBA?
I know, bro.
Jesus
Forever.
Christ.
all I know is
Like
Speedy.
6
Is
of them.
Speedy Claxton still around?
Colin Sexton, Speedy Claxton.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Did you guys see the when obviously LeBron broke the record? Did you see the
Yeah,
picture
oh, yeah.
of Anthony Davis on the bench?
Oh yeah.
I heard the story behind that. He came and talked about
Oh,
it.
what did he say?
I
No, he
actually
did
called
give
him this
I
morning.
agree.
You
I,
called
He
him?
was like, I was like, bro, what's up with that?
Did you hear what he said about it though?
He was
No.
like, we were losing. The fuck?
I believe that they were.
I
Losing.
100% believe it.
And you know what's funny? Like nobody will remember outside of the guys who give a shit. Nobody will remember that they lost the game. I would hold on to that for a long time. You know what? I still hold on to.
Nobody
listen,
should. Either.
I still hold on to the Odell catch. When Odell caught that ball
Nobody-
against the Cowboys on Sunday Night
nobody
Football,
should.
I said, guess what?
You
You
shouldn't.
lost the game.
You shouldn't.
I don't give a shit.
You
If-
shouldn't hold on to it. It's like a great catch. That was an amazing catch. That game in the grand scheme of things meant nothing. And in this, the night is LeBron's fucking breaking the record. The Lakers are like 5 games below 500.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? Like, what's
something
the difference? They were losing.
6.
Like, be mad in the
but
moment.
don't worry, they're only 2.5 out of the playing game.
Be mad in the
I'm
moment.
looking at it right here. It's
Be
ridiculous.
mad in the moment because you're out there actively competing, and you could be a sore loser. But as soon as the game is over, like, do you think that AD give a fuck when he went to his $100 million home
No, of course.
that they lost? Was he still like, like hanging on to an exhibition game in 10 years from now?
It's not an exhibition game. It's a
It
regular
is.
season game. Which leads to my point. Is the NBA regular season, and we said this on the Chop Social, which you can find on the Premier Streaming Network.
Hey, WrestlePro just shared that out for you. this
Yeah,
morning.
I saw that. I felt like
That's
a
pretty
made
cool.
man
That
all
was
of a
pretty
sudden.
cool. I saw that.
I was like,
Wow.
oh, very nice of you guys. Because sometimes I still think like I know who runs the stuff, but it's like sometimes I'm like, do they like me still over there? Like
Share
I
it
always
out.
because it's like once a month I see these guys. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, well, I was asking you, and NBA fans could probably agree or disagree. Is being that there's 20 teams that are eligible every year to make the playoffs, and there's usually a team that's like a game and a half off of the 10 spot, is the NBA regular season the most pointless regular season of any sport? Because what is the actual point if everybody makes the playoffs, it seems? Like, what are we doing? Seeding purposes? Who gives a shit? If you go on a run, you go on a run.
That's
But
why
like the fact that there's so many teams that get in, what is the point of playing from November to goddamn June or whatever it is?
I think
For what? The same teams are going to get
He's
in
right,
every
though.
year.
but not necessarily, because then you see guys that could play into 50 games, then all of a sudden they start to break down and wear down, and guys get injured over the course of the season. And withstanding the regular season and getting to the point and being able to play deep into the playoffs, that's the whole point. I get it. And how are they going to make money? Nobody would give a shit about the playoffs if they didn't have a long regular season for them to be built into stars. Think about it.
You could run 4 tournaments a year and we'd all watch just as much.
Do we need 9 innings of baseball to find out who's going to?
Well, Kyle just said there's 162 games. Is that the most pointless regular
I'm
season?
talking about 9 innings. Do we need 9 fucking innings?
You were saying the other day, 3 inning
like
games.
if we had 3 inning games in a night, I would rather that. Like, just give me like, if I went to baseball games and they were like, you get 2 pitchers, you could starter and a closer. That's it. How fucking cool would that?
That
be?
would be cool.
You know what I mean? Like,
because
you
like you only get 2 at bats.
light it
maybe.
up. You might get 2 at bats. You know what I mean? One time through, and it's done.
I'll
If
watch
you don't
that
get it
doubleheader.
done,
Chris
you're
Gooch
done.
is fixing baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
Right? Like these little
Speed
mini
it up.
baseball games. When I go to a baseball game, if I get there in the 3rd inning, I'm down to leave by the 6th, unless it's a big game. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "You're a fake fan." Shut the fuck up. How many games have you been to? Guarantee less than me. So
Kyle's right about this. The playing games have been dope every year. They
yeah,
have
bro.
been
We got the
because they're
Lakers and
exciting.
the
And once
Warriors.
again, if you played 10 game season, 10 game season, right? If you played a 10 game season,
It's middle school.
those last 2 seeds, sure, play that 11th game to get in the playoffs.
I mean,
What the fuck are we playing 82 games for if the same teams are in those playing games? Root brought up a point.
Money,
It causes
finance.
less tanking. But then again, it doesn't, because half these teams are knowing that if they finish in the bottom 10 and don't make the playoffs, they're in the fucking lottery.
like, how about this? They could go to 72
That's a good
games and it
point, too.
wouldn't matter, and they could go to 92 and I wouldn't care. Either way, I wouldn't care. right? And if the NFL goes to 20, I would be like, oh, that's not fair to the players. But I also wouldn't care. I would be like, good, we're going to get to see more football. So more of it is fine for me. Just shorten it a little bit so when I go, I don't have to sit there for 4 hours.
Who has the best shot making the finals in the East right now?
The Knicks, obviously. No, I mean, it's the Bucks and the Sixers. The Celtics have been falling off a little bit, but not much.
Celtics really didn't do anything at the trade deadline.
They're 6-4 in their last 10. I say the Brooklyn Nets are going to fall off the face of the earth eventually. Look, when it comes down to it, for me, it's a star-driven league. Who's taking out Giannis this year? You tell me.
If you want to protect LeBron's record, go to the 74-game season.
That's a good point too, though.
Say what now?
But do you realize how
truth?
He's got like another 3 years left, LeBron.
No,
like, you don't think so?
When's his kid coming in?
2 years, maybe.
Bro, LeBron scored 40 yesterday or 2 days ago.
He's got like another 3 years left to make that. To make that.
LeBron's
number.
Still a top 10
that
player.
Number's gonna be ridiculous.
LeBron's still a top 10 player in the league. You think?
100%.
Like without even a question.
Okay,
100%.
I'm asking the question. You agree over there?
I don't really follow basketball.
All right. So back to the soccer talk.
So yes,
I follow players.
Okay.
LeBron's not one of my favorite ones, so I don't really follow.
Exactly. There's many reasons not to like the guy.
What?
Yeah, there is.
LeBron's still a top player. He just
if Dak is the man of the year, the Walter Payton man of the year, then LeBron is the man of the decade in terms of philanthropic work.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all those sweatshops that are making the sneakers. I'm sure that's real good community service.
Does Dak have a sneaker deal?
Dak is a Jordan sneaker deal.
Ooh, oh.
Dak is also just you know what?
Do you agree with
this?
So who makes Jordans?
I don't know.
Did what company makes?
By the way, Scoop sent me a trailer for Air. Did you see the trailer yet?
What company?
Looks incredible. Incredible.
What office were they in when they were making that?
Probably China, man. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, like, but Nike.
Fine.
Nike Air, Jordan.
God damn. Rube comes in.
Happy Friday.
Celtics were the best team in the league before the Durant trade. Do you believe that?
So, listen, I'm not as big of an NBA head as the rest of the
I don't know. I'll
folks
find
here,
out
but
in about a week when I start watching the NBA again.
All right. NBA is going to be heavy on my
loosely
TV with the NHL.
player-wise.
That's just me, though.
But I couldn't tell you about like which team has been playing the best.
I was going to say, Celtics they've fallen off a little bit, but again, they're probably going to look. That team's loaded too. You know, the East is top heavy. It is every year.
I like OKC and Cleveland because they're fun to watch.
Yeah, OKC.
I don't think, and I think the Pacers are like fun to watch this year. The Kings, things like that.
The Knicks.
Knicks are boring as shit to watch.
Why are they boring as shit? Bro. You know, a bunch of a godsend that Brunson's been for this team.
Trust me, you have to like the Knicks to enjoy watching those games. They're a boring team to watch. It's like
I'm still not in on all
this
Randall
It's like
stuff,
a not good Spurs, like boring half court.
Love it, Rube. Love it. After that trade yesterday,
and RJ Barrett's like not athletic. Things like that. They don't have athletic.
It is a problem because they're still waiting for RJ Barrett.
Nobody's yamming on nobody over there. You know, they give up a ton at the Garden. They lose.
Bucks and 6 coming in from Horatio Cornburn. Bucks and 6. Listen, we'll see. We talked about LeBron. We talked about the NBA trade deadline. We do also want to let you guys know that this show is being brought to you in full by Absolute Eyewear. Go check those guys out over there in Woodbridge.
No, what? I'm just commenting on the comment. Go ahead.
Sneakily winning a first-round series. Not out of the realm of possibilities. One team that won't be in the playoffs are probably the LeBron Lakers. So we shall see. But yes, go check out our friends over at Absolute Eyewear. Janine is on vacation right now in the slopes. I found that out the hard way. I was like, hey, just checking in on the invoices.
If the Cavs play Philly, I think that's a very winnable series.
Yeah, probably.
Nobody's really in on Philly right now.
Philly sucks, bro. They have no depth.
And how does Ben Simmons not get traded?
Nobody wants him.
Nobody. I was gonna say who's gonna trade for Ben Simmons?
Like, I'm being for real. Nobody probably really wants.
Can you imagine? Picture this. 3 years ago, you're like, this is gonna be great, and then like now you're looking at it like we have to build around Ben Simmons.
Wait, nobody is. I mean, people said that, but
that's true. Like they got left with Ben Simmons.
They got left with Ben Simmons.
I did not think.
And about 18 second-round picks. It's like, what are we doing here, Brooklyn? I love it. Listen, I'm here for the Brooklyn trash because, again, those guys hold a special place in my heart, and it's at the bottom of it. And screw them. He makes $38 million a year. That's why
they would have had to take on like 31 second-round draft picks to get rid of Ben Simmons.
I think they got like 9. So
exactly, the draft picks are out the ass. Anyway, so before we get to the Super Bowl, you bring it back to the home screen for a second. Before we get to the Super Bowl, there was awards that were given out in the NFL last night. Great show. I know this guy he doesn't like Kelly Clarkson at all. A lot of
It
Kelly
has nothing to
Clarkson
do with-
slander.
No. First of all, I don't like any award shows corny that are what the fuck is Kelly Clarkson doing there?
Yeah.
Can we also
That's
ask,
the better
can I
question.
ask you a question?
Like, I'm
I
not even.
agree.
I'm
Can I
not
ask you a
even-
question? What do you like?
No, but why should Kelly Clarkson be
in
there?
life?
Bro,
What do you like?
bro,
I don't like the regular season. I don't like this. I don't like this.
I just
don't
said
like
I
this.
liked it.
I don't
You
like Kelly
just said
Clarkson.
you don't like the regular season. And
I
I
don't.
defended it.
If
So
Dak
I like
didn't get that
that.
award last
right?
night, Dave would have not
Right?
liked
I
it.
like that. I love YouTube, right? Because I get to decide what the fuck I'm watching, and if I don't
Truth.
like it, I move on. Same thing with TV. But when we're watching an award show and I want to see who's going to win the MVP, I don't want to see Kelly Clarkson looking like fucking Zach Taylor on the fucking playing interior lineman at all. What was going on? Or Zach Martin? Who the fuck cares? No,
And then Kittle singing.
we're good.
Kittle was singing with that was funny.
No,
Oh,
it wasn't.
man, what?
Cringe.
See, I'm
Bro,
in the old school. Like, let these guys have a personality. You guys all want these guys to
Because it
be
wasn't- it
robots
was
on the football
fake.
field.
It wasn't a personality. It
Bro,
was
you know
fake.
how you watch
What
the
do you mean it's
NFL
fake? Of
award
course
show?
it's fake.
Do you know how you watch the
You think you
NFL?
fucking freestyle that?
I'll tell you,
Like,
I got all the awards in real time,
Me too.
updated, and I watched it for 1 second when it happened. My phone buzzed. I looked at it, and then I said, "Okay."
Is there anybody you think got
Um,
snubbed?
Like Gino got that. I think if anything, snub.
the singing was a
could
disaster.
say
That was the
that-
point.
Jalen Hurts maybe.
That's a good point.
Anthony G's coming.
But,
It was
you know,
supposed to be
He
bad.
didn't- Not for MVP,
For
offensive
most-
player of the year.
What? I missed it.
Or how about most improved player?
There was no most improved player.
Wasn't it? Oh no, but there was something like that. Comeback player of the year, and they gave it
That
to
went
Gino.
that went to Gino. I think that was awesome. I think that was the best award of the night, considering that nobody saw it coming.
I'm okay with that.
But you don't think Jalen Hurts should have been in the running for that either, though?
No, because he was never really like there.
You got to
before.
come back from something.
What has he done? What has he done the past 2 years besides this year? Which
But
you
he's
could
still
really
in-
say is all the
but-
defense.
But here's the thing: he's entering his third season. So
If there was a most
wasn't
improved
an
player, then you could talk
expectation.
about Jalen Hurts. But he didn't come back from anything.
I'm saying
Like,
that
you would've gave
Barkley
it
was
to-
hurt. CMC was hurt. Gino never played since 2014. Those are comebacks.
I think Gino deserved it. I think you can.
Gino did deserve it
I
because
think
look
you
what
make
Russell
the
Wilson
case.
did in
Yeah.
Denver. Absolutely nothing.
And honestly, I wouldn't have cared if any of the other two got it either. To me, they're all great on them. I think quarterback gets the award always over the running back
for what
for
position?
anything at this point.
Justin Jefferson, you don't think? I mean,
I
obviously
think-
he had a
I
great
think-
year.
Jefferson obviously had a great season.
He also won moment of the year with the catch that he had against Buffalo.
So
So that was
They
awesome.
gave an award for moment of
that's
the year.
awful.
That is
They
awful.
cut- they-
That is awful.
that
I
lends
to the
can't
point.
win. I can't
lends to the
win.
point.
I didn't even
Lends
know
to
they
the
did
point.
that.
How dumb of
They
them
didn't
to
do most
award the
improved player,
best
but they did
moment of the
moment
year.
of the year, and it was a Justin Jefferson catch.
Does wrestling do it?
I don't know. Wrestling don't have real awards.
I mean, if they had the Slammies are coming back, wouldn't you be moment of the year? Wouldn't that be something that you're like, yes,
It's
awesome?
Professional.
We gave out the
wrestling,
fight
David.
awards, the factory awards. I'm just saying, it's entertainment. The moment of the year.
Awful.
Oh my God.
Jalen Hurts should have won offensive
This
player
goes
of the
back to
year.
my point. What does he like?
Hey,
Yeah,
those Jets cleaned up, didn't they?
the Jets did. Offensive
cleaned
rookie of the
up.
year, defensive rookie of the year.
Flacco is getting in the Hall of Fame,
Hell
baby.
yeah.
What I
Are
don't
you
like,
kidding me?
what I don't like is
Second
the
string.
mainstream, the forced mainstream, and trying to cross promote. Like what the like my point. I'm saying I don't even really like most women's sideline reporters, and it has nothing to do with them being women. But at least give us somebody like Aaron Andrews or somebody that has to do with the sport up there calling the fucking plays on stage. We do not need to see Kelly Clarkson
That's a
prancing
good
around
point.
in a fucking square.
He's right though. Why can't it be
That's
Aaron
funny.
Andrews or Jamil Hill?
You
or
know,
one of
like
them?
give me somebody
Yeah.
that's relatable. If we've been watching all season long that knows the players, what was that? Like,
So like Kay
you're-
Adams.
and like the
Oh,
banter.
Would you have been cool with Kay Adams?
I
Which
wouldn't
I
even,
love Kay
how
Adams.
about this? I
love
wouldn't
Kay
watch
Adams.
anyway.
Yes,
I wouldn't watch anyway.
Everybody loves Kay Adams.
But come on, bro. It was like, are
That's
you
a
the
good point.
Grammys or are you the NFL award show? What
That's
are we
a good
trying to
point,
do
right,
here?
but like for instance, the ESPYs, which are
What do you not like then? Like you like everything that has to do with sports? Like that was entertaining to you?
Look at Sean Rice. Sean
I
Rice
turned off a show I was watching because I realized shit, the awards are on. I want to watch them. I did.
And like instead of
And I
of
missed
being,
Micah getting snubbed for
like,
defensive
even-
player of the
he
year.
didn't get snubbed. Even if I was watching them, right? I would have watched them and just shit on it the entire time. I would have been like, this is so bad.
So that's
Like, what the
a
fuck
that's
are
a
we doing?
shitty mentality to go
No,
into something.
No, it's not. It's here's
it's like Rob watching AEW.
bro, you know what my mentality is? Why? But here's the thing:
Mhm.
I'm not going into it. Why would I? And I'll say this to people: like Ash will be like, "Do you want to watch the Grammys?" I'll be like, "You don't want to watch the Grammys with me."
That's true. That's a good.
But
point.
you would be that dude that's like, she's trying to watch Taylor Swift win an award. You'd be
Dave.
like, this show sucks.
Dave, supposed to be
This
honest.
is stupid.
Hold on.
I'm not watching the
Dave,
Grammys.
what do you? I want to know.
I don't give a shit about music enough to watch the
that
Grammys.
dude. I'm gonna be that dude. How about this? I just say put on what you want. I don't give a shit. Your poor wife has to sit through Rangers games that you don't even actually
She's
give a
in
fuck
bed
about.
already.
Knicks games that you don't even give a fuck about.
She's sleeping by 7.
Right?
Dave, did you cry when Dak won the award?
Well, that's
I did spring out of my
He
chair.
called his dad, his brother. They all.
I did spring out of my chair. I said, holy shit, he won it. I was like, wow.
I would have been.
And
Like,
I looked over to her and I said, how do you not root for this kid?
I would have been.
Who
I
else
would have
was in
been
the
rooting against Dak to win the
There's
award.
31 other guys. It's
Oh,
just
oh,
one team
everybody's
rep.
I would have
team,
rooted
right.
against Dak to win the award just because I don't want to be memed up and deal with that. Because now it's like a walk. It's like easy now
Cowboys
because
fans are
everybody's
take that.
everybody. Oh, Dak wins the. He's giving. You already see it happening.
Yeah, we do already see
You
it.
already see it happening.
We do
Can't
already see it.
believe this.
You're like, I don't give
slander.
a shit. Does he win money?
I don't know.
What did he win?
He won the fucking Walter Payton Award. He won the big ass award.
They give him,
And he gets to go to the Super Bowl.
Did he get? Did they get? Oh,
He does. The Cowboys are in the Super Bowl. I
and
knew it.
That's the second meme that we're gonna see next week when he's does a halftime award presentation.
Yeah,
and
see,
they
but
give him his
you and me
award,
are
and
on
they're
to-
like, Dak's finally at the Super Bowl.
That's what you're gonna see.
And then you're going to
Look
see
at
it in
Dave's
10
face,
years
right?
when he
All-
never makes one. They're going to
All
be like,
the
well, Dak,
charitable stuff he does, everything that
bro,
this
every
dude did,
NFL
he
player
is
gives
such a
money
good.
back.
Huh?
They all do.
You-
It's
32 of them do. And they chose Dak Prescott.
32?
32
Only-
reps
So,
do the charitable stuff. They get nominated by their team. You know how this works, right?
yeah, thanks. But
Aaron
did-
Jones was up there with his sunglasses looking like a fool, by the way. But anyway.
You don't like sunglasses, bro?
Indoors?
What the fuck do you like, Dave? Like,
Don't even try
let
it.
the guy, let the
Don't
guy
even try
live,
it.
bro. He's a fucking good dude. He lost his father. What's wrong with you? Fuck.
Do you guys know about the? I mean, I really don't. I woke up to it and I waited to get here.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about the Brett Favre, Pat McAfee thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
of,
nothing about
speaking
it.
of real
I
fun.
just know he's suing him. Why?
No. Oh, Brett Favre.
Brett
Damn
Favre,
it. I thought we were talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, what? Wait, did I miss something?
No, I mean, he's on a 4-day dark sabbatical.
Oh, I knew that. Already. We knew that was gonna happen.
I'd rather spend 4 days in that isolation room with Aaron Rodgers.
On ayahuasca or not, though. That's
Sean
what I
wants
need
4 days in isolation with Chase Utley.
Oh, wow. Okay. In any event, so yes, Brett Favre is suing McAfee and he's suing multiple others for defamation of character. So basically, with all this Mississippi bullshit, where he's
He
like,
ose a lot of money back to
he
the
does owe a
welfare
lot of money,
committee,
so he might as well
he's
try to
collect
make
some.
it back. But yeah,
Oh,
Brett
yeah.
Favre has turned out to
Shannon
be
Sharp.
a little
Why
bit of
is
a.
Shannon
Shannon Sharp
suing,
almost
though?
beat up
Huh?
someone at the airport.
Why? I saw that with the dog in his hand. Why is he suing though? Because people are talking shit.
Because
Yeah, he
apparently
forgot-
it's not
he-
true.
He
So
forgot
like
how the media works.
So,
Apparently.
so he's gonna sue CNN, Fox, Forbes, everybody else.
he's going after a bunch of big dogs. He's trying to recoup the money. And now, speaking of lawsuits, Michael Irvin is also suing the Marriott and shit like that.
What
So,
happened there?
so that the
That
problem
was
with
this weekend at the hotel.
yes, so the problem with Michael Irvin is his track record not squeaky
Well, no,
clean.
especially at
So
hotels.
right. So and you're not wrong.
It's during Super Bowl weekend too.
Right. So clearly, like Michael Irvin apparently had an
Michael
exchange
Irvin
with a
had
woman.
that was just his CTE.
Well, the problem is his response is that he says he doesn't remember. So
Oh,
like
no.
that right away is like an admission to you fucked up, Mike.
How about
so like
this? It happened
don't do
where?
it.
Where did they say it happened?
in the Marriott Hotel.
Watch the film. Watch the video.
That's
We'll
exactly
find
what Keith
out right
Ernst
now.
said.
Enough is enough.
Keith Ernst said
Why
that
are
shot. He
we
goes,
even
"Where's the
talking
cameras
about
then?
this?
Where's the camera?"
Just saying,
Oh,
okay,
there's no
show me
video?
the film.
There's
There's
no,
no
there's
video.
now apparently
Didn't
there's
happen.
video
Period. The end.
of an exchange, like
So then-
of
so
a
then-
like
so
a,
then-
a con- not
so
even a
then Mike-
confrontation, just
Mike-
a.
Instead of
Shake
suing
hands or
her,
whatever.
pay her and shut her up, and then move on.
Well, it's too. I mean, it's too late now.
No,
He got sent home. He doesn't even get to cover the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah,
You say, "Oh, but like,
no,
you
that's
guys
a
live
pretty
for
big
this
deal.
shit."
But he,
No,
he's
I
not
get
allowed
it.
to
I
come
get
and-
it.
they
I get
sent
it.
him home.
I get it. But Mike, don't get hammered and do coke in the hotel room of the Super Bowl that you're staying at and all this good stuff. And
I
then you
wonder
won't
if
be- because if there's a
Larry
video
Allen
of him
was there.
slapping around a girl in the hotel, is that what happened? Slapped her up.
Wasn't it Nate?
I have
Neal and
no
Larry
idea.
Allen? Weren't they all in the hotel room together? Was it them three?
It was Eric Williams, but nobody. It's '90s. All right, we're not talking about the Cowboys in the '90s. All right, like, this is not that show. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about the Cowboys in the '90s. All right, I'm over it. Holy mother of pearl! All right, awards ceremony. Everybody had a great time. I sure as hell enjoyed it. Nobody else here did, so it is what it is. Now we get to the moment we've all been waiting for, and that is Super Bowl 57. The picks, we've already kind of publicly made them. If you watch the Mojo Market Report, we kind of made our picks. We had, I guess, that dropped, 2 hours ago? So in 2 hours, did we make any changes? We'll see right now what happened. I heard Ezekiel. I just can't. Man.
There was
You guys are good.
There was some good memes.
Now, of course, there's going to be good memes. That's what people do. They love making memes about Ghetto Gronk had an entire 10 slides of awards. Did you see those?
Yeah,
hilarious. I'll bring them up because I'm actually.
How crazy is that? Super Bowl
what I'm doing now.
57.
The player that should have.
My father was
least
born in
award.
57, so it's like
Seen them all pretty much.
I mean,
Well, he was
not when I was a kid, but yeah.
It's kind of isn't the Super Bowl got kind of lazy starting at 49 with like their logos because now it's literally all just
no,
the
ready
trophy.
for this? Ready for this?
Defensive player of the year.
Chris doesn't like Roman numerals too, by the way. So that's another thing you can add to the I don't like it. he doesn't like doing the
raise your hand if you enjoy a Roman numeral, guys.
Defensive player of the year is most valuable player.
No, defensive player of the year was Black Derek Carr.
That was Dak Prescott.
That one.
Most valuable pervert went to Deshaun Watson. The least valuable player went to Zach Wilson.
That's fact.
The defensive player of the year went to Dak Prescott. The offensive player of the year went to Eli Apple. The shouldn't have come back player of the year award went to a divorced old man.
CTE, he's got it award. Went to
the Walter Payton Man of the Year award went to Brett Favre.
Oh man.
The CTE, he's got it. It was Antonio Brown. The least valuable physician went to the Dolphins medical staff. And the coach of the year went to Jeff Saturday. Defensive dumbass player play of the year is the pitch back with the Patriots shit. But anyway,
Jeff Saturday get fired
that's
yet?
Who?
Did Jeff Saturday get
He
fired
might
yet?
get hired. He's in the running to be the coach, which is freaking nuts
that
to
will
me.
Not happen.
That just shows you that I'm going to tell you right now. I coached varsity for 1 year on the assistant linebackers and tight ends. Right, that was my position. I have enough skill now, according to what Jeff Saturday did, and I could be an NFL head coach.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, I know he played in the league because obviously that gives him the edge, but like this is going to be the blueprint now going forward. You're going to bring former players to be your head coach. Why? Because you could be like, he's a leader of men. Cool. But like, that doesn't mean he's a good coach. The Colts sucked.
He just friends with Urza. That's it, bro. It's crazy.
Urza's hammered every time they're in negotiations. He's drunk off his ass.
And what do you think about Andrew Luck being on the Hall of Fame list for next year?
Everybody that retires gets it.
But no
He's been
way.
gone for 5 years.
No way does he make a Hall of Fame.
No,
right?
he's not making it.
He's just eligible.
Yeah,
that's
they-
all.
He
they
played for
put-
10 years?
You don't have to play for 10
No,
years.
I
You have to
thought
be
he
retired for 5.
Gail Sayers only played for 6. He's a Hall of Famer.
I love
6.
Brian Piccolo.
I think that's the lowest amount of years
Him?
anybody has
6?
played. That's a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, let's get back to Super Bowl.
Jimmy, don't be mad. The Yankees couldn't afford it. Don't be mad.
I mean, the Yankees could definitely afford it. You're saying the Mets are running ads. I don't know what Kyle's laughing out loud to something. You want Saturday to get a 9-year extension. Right, exactly. Because then you'd be in luck as a Jaguars guy. You'd win that division every year.
Any Jags win any awards last night?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Peterson was up for he was a finalist of Coach of the Year.
Dayball, baby.
That was it.
They played.
And
for it.
no, that wasn't a thing. No, whatever. Anyway, to the Super Bowl, right? So clearly both paths have been dictated. We all seen it. We all know what happened or how they got there. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Let's talk Super Bowl before we're like fading off into the sunset.
We're good.
Okay.
I have no idea who's playing.
Wow. The Chiefs and the Eagles go do battle on Sunday. Listen, Eagles got there by beating Brock. They beat up Brock Purdy enough to not have to deal with him throughout the course of the game. So they beat up on the Niners. They beat up on the Giants. So the Eagles and the Giants, some could say that the Giants didn't belong there because of the fact that based off of all their metrics, they were a shitty team, but they got in based off the NFC being shitty. So the Eagles' path to the Super Bowl wasn't very hard. The Chiefs, on the other hand, had to beat the Jaguars. The Jaguars turned out to be a feisty team, so that was a game for a little bit. Then Mahomes does the whole ankle thing, and then obviously the rest is history. Then the Bengals game, which could have went either way, to be honest with you. The referees, obviously, nobody was a fan of the result of that game. The Chiefs beat the Bengals. This is where we're at. When you look at both teams on the surface, Chris, you said that the Eagles have beaten the tar off of most teams in this league. They have come back from a couple times being down. They've battled through adversity. Obviously, they didn't do as well when Gardner Minshew was in there. For whatever reason, the 49ers are starting to talk a lot of shit about Jalen Hurts, about how, like, just if you make him play his game. Like if you want the quarterback to beat him, they don't have a chance.
49ers got beat 31-6 or 31-7. They shouldn't be.
They are a little bitter right now.
I don't want to hear it. I'm not sitting here. I don't like the Eagles, obviously, right? I hate Travis Kelce though. So I'm rooting hard for the Eagles because I don't want to see Travis Kelce win another one. But when we're looking at this game, the Eagles have been the best team all year. You say they had an easy path. It's like nobody thought that was going to be easy when they were going into that 49er game. Correct?
Yeah, I was hoping the Niners
49ers
would
were
win
a team that hadn't lost in 11 games, and they were the cream of the crop in the NFC. At that point, I felt like, me personally, I was leaning like, wow, this 49er team, they play physical. Nobody's beating them up. I said that throughout the week. The Eagles smoked them, and it wasn't even close, and it had nothing to do. It did have a little bit to do with the quarterback situation, but they weren't blocking. They weren't able to get anything going on the other side of the ball either. Are they going to be able to do the same thing?
What about the theory that you brought up that every team that plays the 49ers are just not a shell of themselves after they play them?
Well,
win or lose,
they play them. There's two things to
point.
that. One,
there's a bye in between.
The stat was that they're 13-0 or 0-13 in weeks after playing them. The other games where there was a bye week, so the team didn't have a game, so they didn't count those. Secondly, that the 49ers didn't play physical. Bosa was in and out of the game the entire time because of that weird freak thing that happened on the sideline. The Eagles coasted. So were they really getting beat around? I don't think so. I think the Eagles pretty much had that game in hand mid-second quarter, really, or early third.
Yeah, it was like mid-second quarter.
And it was kind of over. You knew the 49ers were running triple reverses on 3rd and 30. They couldn't throw. They couldn't do anything. So that game was a wrap. I don't think that the Eagles should be criticized for having an easy path because they created the easy path. They played the same other teams throughout the season that everyone else did. They beat the shit out of everyone they played. Even in games that looked close, a lot of the times they were beating the shit out of teams in the first half. So you saw like at full strength when they're trying and they're lighting, going full throttle, this team is hard to beat. The two games that they lost during the regular season, Jalen Hurts didn't play in. They obviously have the one that they lost. So really this team is 16-1 this year with Jalen Hurts as a starting quarterback? 16-1. All right.
All right. So have they faced a team like the Chiefs all year round?
No, but the Chiefs, you could say, have they faced a team like the Eagles? Everyone's like, oh, they played Buffalo. I didn't say did they play Buffalo? Did they play the Bengals? I said if they faced a team like the Eagles, because I don't think there's another team like the Eagles right now with what they're able to do. You could sit here and say, okay, weapons wise, the Bengals have the weapons. They do. But they do not have that defensive line, and they definitely don't have that offensive line. And that's the difference here. It's like we talk about the weapons, they have them, but then in the trenches is where the Eagles are winning the games anyway. So, yeah, I'm just saying I don't see the Chiefs really being able to match them. Any way you want to play this game, the Eagles are going to have the advantage, I think. If you want to run with them and score, they may not have the advantage offensively matching up against Mahomes, but if the Eagles defense knows that they're throwing the ball every play, good luck. Because that pass rush is going to show up. And the corners are really good too. So
who's stopping Travis Kelce?
Nobody. I don't know that they even have to. Like, not that they don't have to.
We went over the math the other day. The guy averages 7 catches a playoff game in his career.
It's difficult to completely shut
ridiculous.
down Kelce and Mahomes. They work together well. It's easy to disguise things as a run and then but it's harder when you have that pass rush. So I think the pass rush is going to neutralize everything. If they're able to get to the quarterback, you stop Kelce. Oh, their pass rush is annihilating our tackle. So we have to keep a guy in. Guess who the guy has to be?
Kelce.
Yeah. So there's ways to alleviate that. I think the Chiefs are going to have their success on offense because they're obviously that good. But man, Eagles are just that much better, I think.
Yeah. I mean, look, to me, the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes has won his second MVP in 6 years. He's clearly the best player in football, right? Like, and I don't know if this ankle thing, I've said it since Jump Street, that this ankle thing wasn't as big of a deal as everybody was making it out to be. Okay. I know I'm not going to call him a faker by any stretch, but I don't know if it's even a high ankle sprain. I think that's more for the story, right? I think he might have sprained his ankle like anybody else. Like either 4 of us can go out there and play basketball and step in a ditch, sprain our ankle and said, man, that sucked, and then kind of walk it off. And then it doesn't hurt about 2 hours later, right? I don't know if that's an issue anymore. The issue is the Chiefs' offensive line. I don't say that they're bad by any stretch, but the Eagles' defensive line and defensive front have been just straight terrorists. And they set records, and they're just, between Graham, Fletcher Cox, both guys that they acquired when they were struggling against the run. They were struggling against the run. They're like, oh, by the way, let's go get an Ndamukong Suh. You know what I mean? So, like, these guys, Howie Roseman, look, I'll give him credit. I have to, because I'd be ignorant if I wasn't. The guy knew the window was here, right? He was like, oh, we're way too good and too skilled at every position right now to lay down because we can't stop the run. He went out, he added guys, he did his thing, and all of a sudden, they didn't look back. They didn't look back. The Eagles are that damn good. And I don't know if it's sustainable because, look, you know what's going to happen eventually. They're going to have to pay Jalen Hurts, right? And I know that the salary cap's going up and all this other shit, but that's down the line. We're talking about Super Bowl Sunday right now. I'm no stranger to hating the Philadelphia Eagles. I hate what they stand for. I hate their entire city. The only thing I like about the city of Philadelphia is Rocky, and he's not even real. Okay, I'm sorry to disappoint for all of you who believe that Rocky was real.
Overrated.
What?
Overrated.
I agree.
Oh my God! Like what the fuck?
If it was real boxing, he lost.
So, like, how many out of the Rocky movies are actually good? One?
Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4 were amazing. Rocky 1, the original, was great. 1 through 4 are great. 5 was a complete stinker. Tommy Gunn, that was a dumbass fucking movie. Rocky 6, Rocky Balboa, when he came back and fought, who was the actual guy? Tarver?
Antonio Tarver, yeah.
Tarver was in that movie, right? For me, that was a decent movie. A lot of nostalgia, blah, blah, blah. Comes back, fights, goes the distance. He actually loses the fight.
The Drago one's the only good one.
Rocky 4.
Dave, if they made Homeward Bound 3, would you go to the movies and see it?
I didn't see Homeward Bound 1.
Right? Charlotte's Web 2.
Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm in the theater for Creed 3.
The theater.
I'm going to get my pretzel nugs and some soda, and I'm going to watch Creed 3 in theaters. I love these kinds of movies. I think they're great. How do you not like the Rocky movies? Oh, my God.
That's just not believable.
How is it not believable? It's a story about an underdog who wins a couple fights. He loses a couple fights.
He definitely would have got stopped by, if Mills Lane was the ref, he would have stopped the fight many times.
For which fight?
A bunch of them. Rocky's getting lit up in the corner, like not even fighting back, getting drilled in his face. CTE. That's why Sylvester Stallone talks like that to this day. Too many real shots.
Jimmy, I do like Life cereal.
He likes it, Jimmy.
Funny story about Life cereal. I don't know if Jimmy's if Jimmy's like poking at me.
Jimmy,
right
what are you doing here?
Shouldn't you be
trying out for the G League, Jimmy?
I used to do commercials when I was a kid, and my agent mother is Mikey from Mikey Likes It, the commercial, Life cereal commercial. Like, I know that fucking guy, Mikey. That's weird.
How do we not have him on the show?
So because I don't fucking know him like that. I've met him a ton of times. His mother, Terry Gilchrist, used to be like,
dropping
get me
names out
auditions. Here. Yeah, I don't know if she's
Beer League, huh? Beer League too has no chance with Chris.
Exactly, dude. Listen, I'm giving it a chance. Do I think it could be good without Artie and Ralph? I think it can be. I think you could do all right. I think you're a great lead guy. Don't look at me like that, Rob. I'm telling the truth.
I was just looking out the window.
Listen, I'm excited about the Beer League miniseries coming to you live from.
Oh, it's a miniseries?
It's only a miniseries.
Jimmy's got to try out tomorrow.
For the G League? Yes. Jimmy,
good luck, bro.
Legendary
Say
story.
What's up to Dan Marley for me.
Booking a flight, meeting with the Heat. Oh my God. If I could tell that story on the air, I would, but I don't want to make fun of anybody, so I won't.
I'll do it. Fuck it. No,
so let's get back to the picks, huh? Before we run out of time. I got a lot of editing to do today.
Do you think this game means more to, and I get, obviously,
it means a lot.
I'm talking about to Andy Reid.
Is this a must-win for Sirianni?
No, for Andy Reid. For Andy Reid, for real. For Legacy Lives, Andy Reid, you can't write it better than this.
To beat your team?
To go.
I would say it would be much more important if he didn't already have a Super Bowl ring.
That's a decent point. That if he never won one yet.
It would be dope. I think Andy Reid, if he loses, he might retire.
I was going to say if he wins, he might retire.
If he wins, I think that he's going to be greedy and he's going to be like, well, let's see how great I could actually be.
How about those
Chiefs? So why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I mean, it's like
Andy Reid.
If you have Mahomes, it's like you have Mahomes locked up for the next 10 years.
Andy Reid looks like he's having a good time, and
he does.
I'll avoid the dark joke I was about to make.
Hey, dark jokes.
Horrible.
Don't do it.
Horrible.
I know where you're going with it.
That was a horrible.
Anyway, not Mills Lane. He would have let it go.
Those that know me know that I was just about to say a disgustingly bad joke. Scoop, I hope you're with me, buddy.
Is Scoop saying, is Celebrity Deathmatch on any streaming platform? I don't know. That was another great show. Let me guess. You didn't like it. I didn't watch it. You know, Beavis and Butthead's back.
I could equally play this up in the exact opposite with you, talking about like basically what he said. If Homeward Bound 3 came out, would you watch it in the theater? You know, like you pretty much you like a lot of shitty things. That like a lot of shitty movies, a lot. Of
Bonus
shitty-
Mom Barry gets on me all the time. She's like, you won't watch like The Godfather, but you'll watch Tommy Boy for the 40
Yeah,
millionth
it's like,
time.
bro,
man.
watch. I'm Peaky Blinders. Like,
It's the greatest show
I just
ever.
don't like watching
It's
the
a great
British
show.
stuff because it's just like the
what
heavy
country?
accents.
You don't like? Do you like any other country besides America, dude?
I'm an American.
Do you even like half of America?
I don't. I have
What the fuck do you like, Dave?
I can get into big. I can get into anything,
Bro, there's
man.
how about this,
Even your
Dave?
brother's getting on you, Dave.
Danny just said, Dave,
He has a lot of
how
top
many
10s like
movies
you.
are in your top 10 all-time top 10 movie
65.
list? 165.
There's definitely a Homeward Bound too, Scoop.
I do
If
have
you
a lot of
stop going
top
to
10s.
plays and watch TV with your children, you know. There's
Jimmy
tons of-
Palumbo,
there's tons of
quote of the
Disney
day: you like a lot of shitty things. Dave, you think Rocky 1 through 4 are all top 3? That's really good, Bailey. Good job.
He also
Well
thinks
played.
JJ Watt's cool.
I do. You guys.
Hey, he loved Kelly Clarkson last night. He told us so.
I didn't.
Of course he
Because
So-
she had a
Wait a
Cowboys
minute.
jersey on. Didn't
Wait
she
a
have a
minute.
Cowboys jersey on?
Yes,
Bro,
but wait a minute. When did I ever say I love Kelly Clarkson?
Last night?
What I'm saying is
This
what
morning.
they did last night was cool to me.
Let's look
I
at Dave's
liked
Twitter
it.
and see if he tweeted
I'm
about
not
Kelly
sitting here
Clarkson.
singing her songs, maybe. Like I'm not, but sort of. Like, you're giggling over there. Shut your mouth.
I see Dave sitting on his couch last night, Dax winning, and he's like bumping to Kelly Clarkson.
Baby, you're a firework.
You got the wrong
That's how
chick, man. That's
That's
That's how.
he should have the wrong. That's exactly how it's done, Rob. Thank you.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
hit a 3-run homer with that wrong chick.
That was a very
there.
Jimmy Palumbo-esque
Yeah.
move right there.
Who wins the game?
Kelly Clarkson could bat 7th, Jimmy. At
Yo,
this
she
point of
looked
her
like
life.
Kelly Carbs.
Used to be a
son.
two-hitter.
Yo, she looked like Jordan Davis, dude. She looked like she could stop the run. Right?
You're a fucking asshole, bro.
Oh, man. Oh, listen.
Oh god. Oh,
All right. I hope
I know.
get good-
Thank you, Ashley. It's Katy Perry.
I hope I
Fuck.
get good numbers.
I would rather see Katy Perry than Kelly Clarkson.
Oh
I'll
my
tell you
god.
that.
All right, let's pick the game.
She kissed
for
a
the
girl
love
and
of
liked
God.
it.
See, I'm the loser. This guy knows.
Yeah,
He knows.
we remember, all guys remember that song. Why wouldn't you? Jesus.
I saw it on TikTok.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh, when the Cowboys win, Dave will be singing a moment like this. Absolutely. Actually, I go Tina Turner.
Hands
Simply the
off
best.
to the right side. Clarkson barrels down to the 5. Short yardage back.
she gets up.
Yeah, right?
Oh, fudgesicle. Whew. All right. I'm
Yes,
crying.
actually, yeah, she sucks
All
at
right.
singing. We know that.
Who
was
sucks at singing?
Kelly Clarkson and Greg Kittle or whatever.
What are
George
we-
Kittle.
Talking about here anyway. Chris, you still like the Eagles after 2 hours
Bro,
of
Scoop is crazy.
Yes.
I missed it. Where is it? Icebox?
I'm not posting. You can
Look,
put it up
if
if
she
you
has
want.
alopecia. Isn't that like the Villanueva?
I don't. I'm not even talking about it.
What? Oh my
Where did
god!
that even come from, Scoop?
Oh, I almost passed out on that one.
Um,
what are we talking about? Scoop, do you not watch American Idol? It's gonna
So
make
wait,
me
she
look
looks
real
like
cool.
Charlie Villanueva now?
Oh my
I
god,
didn't think so.
no!
Does she? 'Cause
No, I
didn't
watch
see
American Idol.
No, did you see Scoop's
Some-
comment about Katy Perry?
Shut the fuck up, man. Ant's grabbing his side on that one.
Who
I
wins
wa-
the game?
Gooch, have you changed your tune?
No.
So you're in on the Eagles.
Yeah.
A good game, close
actually-
game. What are we thinking?
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna change your tune right now.
Close game, good game. What are we thinking?
I think it's going to be a comfortable lead the entire time, and then the Chiefs are going to have the ball with a chance to win it with a touchdown late, and they're not going to.
Sack or pick? Big play, like a big play to end the game.
No, just turnover on downs.
No, that's boring. Give me
Yeah.
something good.
No, I am. That's what it's going to be.
You're not
This is
like
a
give me
tough
Hassan
test.
Reddick with a big stop at
No,
fourth and
that's
seven.
going to happen in like the first quarter. He's
This
going to
is
light
a Super
Mahomes
Bowl
up.
winning team in the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Correct,
It's
yes.
like you could say it's not necessarily a dynasty yet, but a lot of these guys have been on the roster for a long time. They lose Tyreek Hill, they still get back to the Super Bowl. Pacheco's come up for them huge in a big way. Kelsey does what he does. Mahomes doing what he's doing.
I think there's a lot of disrespect being thrown around to the Chiefs. I really do.
I mean, Kansas. I mean, the Eagles. What they've
Look,
done this year. With sacks is
here's the thing,
ridiculous.
and I said it on Mojo this morning, and I'm sticking with it. I'm not changing my tune. I'm picking the Eagles to win the game, and I think they're going to win handedly. I think they win like anywhere from 37-28, like a 9 to 8 point win. Maybe Mahomes does get the ball in the fourth on a 3-minute drive, and he gets down the field and he just screws it up at the end. I think that the Eagles are such a better team completely. Better receiving core, better running game. I'm not going to say better quarterback. I'm not even going to touch that. I think Mahomes is way better than Jalen Hurts, but not even way better. He's just better.
No, he's way better.
You think he's way better
right now?
Okay, cool. You guys said it, not me. I know, like if I said it, oh, Homer.
I mean, Mahomes is way better.
All right, but Kelsey, better tight end. Dallas Goedert's good. I like Dallas Goedert. I really do. Defensive wise, it's not close. I think the Eagles defense is way better.
Yes.
I think Jake Elliott, the kicker for the Eagles, is a better kicker than Harrison Butker. So there's so many things that I think the Eagles have the edge.
Sean, that doesn't matter.
What? I missed it.
The MVP hasn't won the Super Bowl in over 20 seasons.
Yeah, come on.
It means nothing.
That doesn't
They have a
matter.
game to play Sunday.
And he's back on his analytics.
And I think the Eagles are going to win, but it's not going to be because of that.
Sean, if we're doing a show Monday, you better be in here because if the Eagles lose, I'm going to have a lot to say to you.
I mean, look, it can go clearly. It can go either way. We all know this.
Yeah.
But I'm picking the Eagles. I want the Chiefs so bad. I might even wear red to my dad's house. You know what I mean? I just want the Chiefs to win this game. I want the Eagles fans to literally cry and then get arrested all night and just have a terrible night. But I don't think they are.
But the offensive line and the defensive line, I think, goes to the Eagles, and I think that also matters.
Coaching does matter. I give that edge to the Chiefs.
Yeah, but you do.
Yes.
But coaching on a scale. Career, yeah, Andy Reid, you're going to give it to him, but he could be out coached on Sunday, and he doesn't have to be.
See.
That's what I'm saying. And scheme matters, yeah, but what about coordinators?
I might be dead.
Things like that.
Hey, Scoop, pipe down. Rob, who do you like?
I'm taking the Chiefs, but I hope it's a good game. I would like to see like a last-second field goal or. So I don't want to see a blowout. I don't want to see that. I hate Super Bowls like that. Let's just make it competitive.
38-35 Chiefs.
Chiefs win by 3. All right, so we're split.
Right,
Me and Gooch are with the Eagles, and the two.
Am I taking this off?
What?
Yes.
No. Yeah, you can just go back to normal. All right, guys. Look, you've been patient enough. Everybody that's here, we're going to be drawing the Super Bowl numbers as Gooch will fill them in live on the air. So this is obviously there's a box full of numbers right here. Doing it the old-fashioned way, right? We're going to mix them all up.
Guys, drop the final scores in the comments. We'll see who's where.
So real quick, while I have everybody's attention too,
Sure.
Drop your scores in there, all that, whatever Rob was saying. My bad, Rob. I didn't mean to cut you
It's all
off,
good,
but
go.
I'm about to stand up. There's the triple on Saturday. 5 teams left. 5 teams left. Triple. If you
I
don't
can't
know
wait
what
to
it
be-
is, I'm going to be back.
I can't wait to be broadcasting live at WrestlePro
In a second.
and win a Micah Parsons jersey. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait.
So-
All right, so we're going to start with the Chiefs. Start at the top. We'll go work our way down. All right, so this is Chiefs. Here we go. Ready? You want me to just pick or you want to pick?
Well, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show it.
Oh, all right, cool. That's a way to do it. All right, so live on the air. Here we go. First number is
Number 9.
you sure it's not a 6? Number 9. All right. Okay, so 9 atop will be the first number, first row. Yep, there you go. And then we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Second number is it is. It's folded back. What is it?
6.
There's the other one. 6. All right, so 9 and then a 6 for the Chiefs. As we continue to go back down the old thing, and like I said, after this, we'll
Shitty number.
well, whatever.
Everybody got a shitty
Yeah, everybody complains about numbers, and people start doing the math. Like, this is the number to get. You get 0. There it is. 0. Who?
number. Whoever the fuck got 0.
As he puts it back. 0. 0 is the next number. All right. Next.
You guys can't see the numbers. I could see them on the screen.
Well,
Or is
just
that-
we'll
Sean
let
said
it
it's
come in
not.
focus. It's like almost like a
I've
white
read everyone.
balance.
That's
There.
a 7, right?
That's a 7. Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
can see that.
7. Yeah.
7 it is for the next number. Is Sean Redden even in it? Was he working? Did he buy boxes or no? I don't even know if he did. Bastard, Sean. You know what, though? You're right, though, Sean. I would be.
Posted this in the Twitter thing. They didn't get on.
All right. Next number is. It's a 5.
That is a 5.
That
You
is
can
a
see clear as
5,
day.
ladies and gents. 5 there.
Guys, follow Fight Factory on YouTube. We're trying to build that page. Smucks, help me out, get rich. We're gonna be rich
Smucks.
one day.
You left out the sh. All right. Next is the
That's an
old 8.
Snowman.
Nobody likes any 8s.
My favorite number. Thank you.
I mean,
Why
on
is
a
it your
box
favorite
pool,
number?
nobody likes an 8.
Why
but
is it your
anyway.
favorite number?
It's my dad's favorite number.
Daniel
I
Jones.
grew up-
That's a 2.
Number 2,
Like that number
Eric Cheetah. So 8 and 2 back to back. That's not fun. All right. Where do we got? How many left? 3 on the Chiefs side. Sharpie next time. All right,
That's
everybody
one,
calm
right?
down.
That's one.
One, yeah.
Yes.
Did this literally? We did this at 10:55. So everybody calm down.
This is for the Super Bowl pool, Ash. They have to like put the numbers on the side of the boxes.
Yes, you have your box, Ash. We're gonna get your numbers clear as day in about 5
That's
minutes.
a 3 for
There's your
anybody who can't
3.
read.
A nice little 3
Or it's
there. That's a
butt
good
or
one.
Boobies. Depends how you put it.
Rocky 3, great movie. Clubber Lang.
And you know off the top of your head who was fighting Rocky in each movie.
Of course, dude. Come on.
It's crazy. I would never know.
And there's your 4. That's your final number. That is your final number of the AFC side. So now we will redo them. NFC side. I'm putting them all back in.
Shake
1,
them up. Shake them
2,
up.
3. I got you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 0. So here we go. We're gonna shake them up a little bit. Shake them up. Shake them up. Oh God! Now they're moving into the fucking underneath carriage. I know, but they're moving into the carriage there. All right, here we go. My shake wasn't good enough. Okay, here we go. So first number
5.
That is a 5, ladies and gentlemen.
5 for the guys.
Just bring it a little closer to the camera.
I could read.
I know I can read it, but people might be on their phones. It might be difficult. I don't know.
I can see it on the screen. Is what I'm saying. I'm not like looking at him. Yeah, fuck them, right?
Oh wow. That is a 6, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I'm talking to my daughter now. That's a 6.
When you see my shitty fucking numbers, you're gonna be like, "There's no way you rate this."
So that's good.
I have a 6 and a 6.
Nice.
Listen,
All right. End of the first quarter, 6-6.
Chris, have you ever rigged anything for these guys? We give back, you give back, we give back. We do everything the right way. If you can't see the number,
We're such
go
a
listen
men
to
of the
Kelly
people
Clarkson.
here.
You fucking
3. There's your 3 and your early 3-bagger there for the Philadelphia Eagles.
What movie do you think Chris hated? I'll ask him. We're talking about 7, the movie 7.
I never saw it.
Really?
Is that with Ed Norton?
I like that movie.
Chris
Wow.
likes that movie. You're wrong, Sean.
That's a vote.
4.
Gonna get that for show.
Brad Pitt and,
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
so I was completely wrong. I said Ed Norton.
Brad Pitt was definitely though. It's like a not a mystery, but
What do we got next? Let's go.
Colts narrowhead coach search.
Chris hated it. Dave never seen it because it's not an oblong pigskin ball. I don't know what that means. What was that? What number? Sorry. 1. Uno. We're halfway home here for the Eagles, folks. Next number is 8. Another bad 8.
Anthony's favorite number.
In case anybody was wondering, is Anthony's favorite
Morgan
number.
Freeman, Brad Pitt, Kevin
Number
Spacey,
deuce, Derek.
It was-
Cheetah.
They go through the 7 deadly sins.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Deuce. Yep. All right. 3 more to go, folks. Here we go. That is a 7. The
Heaven.
dreaded 7.
Remember the hot girl that was on 7th Heaven? What happened to her?
7th Heaven?
You didn't watch that show either, did you,
Mm-mm.
Dave?
Sorry,
This
folks.
was like a hot chick on there. She was like Topanga.
There's always a hot chick somewhere on every show.
No, like, if you
That's
think
why they
about,
have
like,
these
cable
shows.
TV.
There's your 0 towards the back end of the Eagles.
Topanga was like the hottest like chick, right?
No. There's one more. Well, whatever's numbers left. I told you one was falling under the under. There it is, the undercarriage. So there is your final number.
Thank you, Sean.
Show it to the masses. It is a,
Jessica Biel. What was the sister's
9.
name? There
It
was
is a
sister on that
9,
show.
ladies
She
and
was
gentlemen.
good, too.
and that's it. So not 9.
I know that, dude.
9.
How crazy is that?
Nieve.
The sister on the show was hot too.
All right. Show everybody the box pool now. Hold it up there. Nice. You guys can take screenshots of this, and this will be.
I'm gonna send this out.
I know, but just show it anyway.
I'm gonna text it. I'm gonna give it. It's gonna be buttoned up. We're good. You want to see it?
That's what I'm saying.
They couldn't fucking see the big numbers.
They could see. Back it up a tiny bit.
Oh my god.
Back it up. Back it
Oh
up.
my
Back it up.
God. All right.
Right. Nope. A little lower.
Holy shit.
Back up.
He's good at this.
Right there.
This
There
will
you
be
go.
posted on the Chop Sports Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl Sunday, national holiday, and it's the unfortunate end of football, so that sucks. Off season will be coming in, and we appreciate you, all of you, for watching. I hope you guys got good numbers, and we'll see you guys back here on Monday with the Super Bowl fallout. We are on our way. What?
Check out the Break Buds Instagram for the available teams on the triple.
I got fucking 2 and 8.
That could happen.
No, it can't.
Oh yeah, there's a safety and a missed extra point. I'm gonna hope for 2 field goals. 2 field goals.
Damn it.
6-6.